apparently that's the one that goes underneath your legs.
I don't give a
Dude,
fuck.
there's so... Dude, you gotta start working out more.
That's alright, bro. It's fucking fine.
Dude, you need to... honestly, I think that if you were to lift weights every day for 2 weeks, you'd be addicted. It's
I don't think so. I don't think
it's
so.
I don't think
addictive.
that works.
No, it's addictive, man.
It doesn't work for everyone though.
It fucking does.
It does not work
You
for
see the
everyone.
gains, and you're like, holy crap, this is worth it.
I've done it before. Like
No,
5
you-
days.
no.
5 days. I have done it before.
Yeah, same way you did keto.
No.
In and out like lightning.
There was a good like month period when I was about 19 where I did weightlifting for about 4 weeks consistently, 4 to 5 times a week. It didn't stick.
Bro, you're
I
a
lose
creature
interest.
of habit. You know
I
what you
lose
are?
interest.
Yeah, you're a creature
very
of habit.
quickly.
That's why gym is like the shit. Dude, you dry scoop your pre-workout, you listen to some fucking bangers, and you go in there and lift some heavy motherfucking
Some
weight.
people it just doesn't work
See,
for
all
them.
three of those things
Some
don't
peop-
seem appealing to me.
Do you
Bangers,
like it? Like,
no.
sit here and tell me that you do not like the feeling of like getting stronger in the gym.
Yeah, I like the feeling, but I know what you mean. But I've tried to convince people, and sometimes it just doesn't. I've actually given up trying to convince
Yeah,
people.
but dude, you can't
I'll-
make
I'll
a horse
encourage-
drink. You can only take it there.
No, I'll encourage them to do it, and they should, because there's a lot of... you
Oh, the
feel
benefits
fucking
are-
good.
are
You feel
bad,
fucking
yeah.
good from doing it, and there's so many benefits.
Yeah.
Long-term
Mental,
benefits
mental
to
and
weightlifting
physical.
too, if you do it right.
But trying to convince people has just become too hard if they don't want to.
You can't convince someone who doesn't want to do something.
Yeah.
You can't. You can't. If they just have in their head, I don't want to do that, there's nothing you can say that will convince them.
True.
I've
And I am
actually,
that person too much.
yeah, I've actually started to become... Actually, welcome back to the Outspoken Show. Don't forget to like, comment,
Welcome
subscribe.
back.
Hit that bell notification. Thanks for tuning in. I've actually started to become more self-aware with myself.
Dude, so have I. I got a good story if you want.
Okay, well, yeah.
Dude, so...
I don't have a story.
When you,
No, dude, we got
the guys at work have started noticing this, but it's actually pretty funny. So you go into work, or you walk around the store or something like that, people are going, how are you? You know, how's your day going? You know, how are you? You alright? You probably get asked that question like 50 times a day, right? Every time I get asked that, yeah, man, I'm unstoppable. How are you?
Wow.
Bro, I have
go.
noticed such a mental difference. I'm more energetic at work. I'm more focused. Dude, my work rate has improved. And even at the gym, when I'm lifting
What's
weights...
it from? Is it a mental shift?
It's like a mantra. I am.
It's a mantra, yeah.
unstoppable.
So, dude, I've started saying this every
or is
time
it
I'm in
because you have to live up to that?
Yeah.
You have to...
Dude, you held yourself accountable. Now that, like, the first thing in the morning when people see me, because I work morning shifts, and I'm saying, yeah, I'm unstoppable, you can't then, like, 20 minutes later be like, fuck, man, I'm so tired.
Yeah.
It doesn't work like that. It's like, you're unstoppable. And, dude, people have actually been saying it to me. Like, there's this one fella at work, I walk in, and I'm like, hey, yo, how you doing? And he's like, yeah, I'm unstoppable, man. I'm assuming you're the same. And, dude, it's caught on. And people don't even ask, like, some of the guys out in the timber yard, they don't even ask me, like, how are you? Like, they're just like, yep, he's unstoppable. We just go straight to the next conversation because they know every time my answer is, I'm unstoppable.
Wow.
And when I'm in the gym and I'm lifting weights now, I took something out of Eric Thomas.
Yeah,
his
ET
book,
Hip Hop, I think is his Instagram.
I took some constructive criticism from him, which is like, I can, I will, I must. I can, I will, I must. Dude, when I'm underneath heavy weights at the gym and I'm sitting there, I'm like, I really don't want to do this. This shit hurts. I'm tired. You know, like I've just worked a full day. I've come home, done like whatever, and then Gabby gets home. We go to the gym in the evening. I'm knackered. But I keep saying to myself, I can, I will, I must. And dude, it makes such a difference. I think that if you get your mental game checked,
Clocked in.
you know, like you are unstoppable.
Yeah, because I was going to say my being self-aware. Actually, maybe it's not. It's maybe a realization that I had because yesterday I went for a 20-kilometer run. I went out the night before going for the 20-kilometer run, was out till 2 a.m., plenty of drinks, woke up, and I knew that I had to do this 20-kilometer run just as part of the training program for this marathon, but also for the border to Brisbane 120-kilometer run. So it was just one of the bigger runs that I wanted to get done. And I just had to, if I was going to go out before, I just had to do it yesterday.
No matter what, yeah.
I had to do it. And 5Ks in, I'm just wanting to throw up. I don't know whether it was the alcohol.
It would
probably the alcohol. I mean, realistically.
Yeah, probably wants to get out of your system
Yeah.
any means possible.
Yeah,
It's just
toxicity
like,
trying to
oh.
leave.
Sweated it out
Yeah.
instead, fortunately.
Well, I had 3 AGBs as well after Grog Bogs. But then at about 10 kilometres,
Get it done.
I was going through, and like the only person I've told that I'm doing a 20-kilometre run to is my brother. And I'm like, I could just go home. I've run 10 kilometres. That's an
And
achievement.
dude, he probably wouldn't even give you stick as well.
Probably not,
He'd probably
because-
just be like, 10K,
because
whatever.
he didn't do a run that day. So no one would have called me out.
Call him out. You
No
called
one would
him
have
out,
called
but
me
he
out.
wouldn't have called you out. Wow.
But you're sitting there, you're like, fuck.
But I knew I had to be doing 20.
That's the
And
thing, you gotta
I'm
hold
still
yourself
there.
accountable.
And I'm still there. And the number of times, I don't think about quitting that often. Like, it's really not a thought. I would say I'm pretty headstrong. But it was one of those times, the lack of sleep, the increased amount of alcohol in my body at that point had me wanting to stop. But then one of the thoughts that crossed my mind was, I don't know Connor McGregor because of the times he quit.
True, though.
I don't know Floyd Mayweather because of the times he quit. I don't know Muhammad Ali for the times he quit. I don't know anyone that you look up to for the times that they quit. And that was, I wouldn't say it helped, but it did alleviate the thought of quitting
Yeah,
from my mind.
It's a small revelation that just like got you through
So
that.
wow, okay. I can't be this fucking little pipsqueak tapping out because he feels sick.
Yeah. It's like you brought it on yourself. You shouldn't have gone out. Yeah, you shouldn't have gone
fuck
out.
you.
If you
This
really
is
want to
punishment.
try
Yeah.
and
If you take it seriously, you got to push through because you weren't taking it seriously last night. I don't know. That was just one of those moments that.
It's refreshing.
Yeah.
It is like because it wakes you up and you're just like, holy shit, what have I been doing? Like this is not what I want to do. I don't want to quit. I actually need to keep going.
But I had another realization, and this is while I was drunk that night, the night before. And it was actually as I hit bed, and I feel like I've realized the best indicator of drunkenness is the number of pillows you have to sleep on to actually fall asleep without vomiting.
No.
But hear me
I
out.
don't think I've ever.
Hear me out. If you're not drunk, you can sleep on one pillow. That's what I will normally do. One pillow, slightly just above 180
Dude,
degrees
I
body
complete-
angle.
anyway.
Go
But
on, continue.
as I get more drunk, I need more pillows to keep me in an upright position so that the thought of throwing up doesn't enter your body.
No, dude, do you know what?
Someone out there resonates.
No,
What?
no,
How do
they
you
You're
don't.
know?
so,
Dude, when I'm pissed,
how
I'll
many-
sleep anywhere. Dude, I fell asleep in an old lady's rose bush
Yeah.
one morning, and my mate woke up to getting squirted in the
sentence.
face with a garden hose. Like, man, if I'm
Oh,
pissed, I'll
that's-
sleep anywhere.
That's true. But if you're going home to sleep, I feel like I
Even if
agree
I
with
am.
that.
Dude, there's times where I've come home, I was aiming for the bed, fell asleep on the floor. What
Okay,
can I say?
maybe it's a point between not obliterated.
Well, obviously sounds like you are, because you need to be
Yeah,
upright.
you're so self-aware that you're like, I need 4 pillows in order to avoid.
There's only 2.
throwing up.
So get
There's
this.
only
So
2.
what are you talking about then?
It's just to sleep easy.
Oh, dude, that's
2
not
pillows.
many.
A lot of people do that normally.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
that's
I can't
a
do
very
that.
common. I can't do more.
No,
than
nor
one.
can I. I always
How
have
many?
to sleep on my
So
back.
you're
now.
one.
I'm a 1 pillow
Yeah.
sleeper.
What
And
do
my
you-
pillow is
One.
flat. It's like so soft you sink in it. Like
So-
that.
Oh, I can't stand those pillows.
That's
What
shit
the?
house. Yeah,
Come
dude,
at
what
me.
are
What
you
the
doing?
fuck
I
you
sleep
going
with
on
a
about?
rock.
They're the best
Yeah,
ones.
I'll rather a rock as well.
Why?
Keep my head
No,
up.
some
Yeah.
if you want to rock, just lay flat on the bed.
I do that sometimes. I
Yeah.
love that feeling. That helps me get to sleep.
I've actually
lot.
got a mate of mine, Gian. He sold his bed because he only sleeps on the floor now,
Fair
and it was because he was having like lower back, and like he just wasn't sleeping
why
properly.
sell your
and
bed?
So then,
You
'cause
mean
he
the
was, like,
mattress and the bed frame, or just
the whole lot?
Really?
He was
What for?
Because he started sleeping on the ground. He loved it. Had some of the best sleeping results. Felt recovered every night. And then he's like, "Shit, I need to do this more." So he just sold his bed.
I mean, I get that. Figure out what works, but like,
Long
why
story
why you need to sell the bed? Like,
Hey,
that's a spare bed,
Dude, I don't know.
Are there long-term negatives to sleeping on the floor consistently though? Like,
Maybe.
is that not more straining on your back because it's such a firm surface?
I think you'd adapt.
Yeah,
Maybe I don't
dude,
know.
He loves it.
I don't know.
So anyway, onto the topic of pillows and sleep. I was looking at the other day because I have terrible sinuses. So if I sleep on my stomach, I can't breathe.
Wow.
I literally
Really?
cannot breathe. Yeah.
Are you a nose or a mouth breather?
I would assume that
when you're sleeping.
I sort of switch over to mouth breathing.
You
'cause
snore, definitely mouth breathing.
Gabby the other day said that I was snoring uncontrollably.
That's mouth,
and I think it's because getting in a few fights when I was a bit younger, I think my nose is a bit fucked. Let's be honest.
Cartilage in there.
Yeah. I think it's a bit buggered. So anyway, long story short, I was looking at how do you sleep to prevent that sort of like feeling. So I started,
snoring,
the snoring,
can't breathe.
They can't breathe, the sore mouth, you wake up still feeling exhausted because your body's putting through so much effort to just like sleep normally. And a lot of people are saying like sleep on your side, sleep on your back. So 6 months ago, I started sleeping on my back and on my side like religiously, and they were saying you're supposed to have like multiple pillows. So for example, if you're sleeping on your back, you have the one behind your head and you wrap it on top of your collarbone, so it wraps around your head.
Almost like a C shape.
Yeah, so your head doesn't move, and that way it's like locked in facing the ceiling. You put one pillow in underneath your knees so that your knees are above, like just in level with your heart or something. It's supposed to help you rest a little bit easier.
Wow.
One underneath your lower back to take the strain. Like all these different pillows. And this dude in the video had like 4 or 5 pillows just for sleeping on your back. Then on his side, dude, he had one on his head, one in underneath his shoulder, so his shoulder was sort of like rotated, so it wasn't like putting direct pressure into the side of the shoulder. He had like one underneath his hip, and then he had like 2 underneath his legs, so he was like flat.
Jesus.
I was like,
This
man,
is too much, man.
Like, how many pillows do you have? I just thought I'd tell you that because 6 months ago when I was like looking into how I sleep and the way that I get rest, I was looking like, fuck, why do these guys all have these many pillows? I'm out here with one, and you're saying, oh, I need 2 to sleep when I'm pissed.
Nah.
It's easier to just get a nose job than do that. Fucking hell, let's clean that cartilage out.
Yeah, probably be cheaper.
75 pillows every night.
Yeah, probably be cheaper to get your nose
But what
fixed.
happens when you go on holidays?
Oh,
is it 8 luggages you're taking with you?
No, dude.
A requirement, you ring up the hotel, I'm going to need 11 pillows.
Yeah.
How many people? You said for just one. Yeah, I want 11 pillows.
Don't they supply you with like 14? Isn't like bed etiquette, like you set up your bed properly, you have like the main 2 resting
That
pillows.
pisses me off.
Dude, you have like 2.
That pisses me off.
I don't get it.
Dude, you have like...
Mum's trying to get me onto it. Where I've got all this setup of array and it's layered. It's a tiered system so that by the front of my bed, there's just one pillow.
Yeah, no, you know what it's called.
Pyramid
it looks good, but not when I'm fucking unloading it. I'm just wiping the slate off my bed. And then
you put it on the floor, gets dusty, you put it back on your bed.
Yeah, what's the go with that? What do you do?
Go on, Dylan.
You're supposed to use them. So the one... No, I'll tell you.
There's no room to keep them and me on the bed.
There is, apparently.
You just
so
separate
you're
them,
supposed to
you sit in
have
the middle.
one on the headboard, which is the one that when you're laying down, that's what your head's on.
Fantastic.
You're supposed to have one in front of that, which is the one where you're sitting up reading. So that's like supposed to support your back, and you use that as like the assisting pillow. So if you're doing this like laying on your back with fucking 50 pillows, you have the one that's on the headboard around your head and the one that's for the reading on your lower back.
Jesus,
dude, you've got one, the smaller rectangular one that we all see, that we all hate. We don't know what to do with it. Apparently, that's the one that goes underneath your legs.
I don't give a
Dude,
fuck.
Yeah, I'm with your man. I'm
Dude,
selling my bed.
I hate it. I hate it.
I'm selling my bed. I'm over it. It's just too much for me.
No, dude, I completely agree. I was just making the statement that there is bed etiquette. There's 50 fucking pillows necessary.
How much time these people spend in their beds where they have to think, I need to have a reading pillow, I need to have a... Oh, come on.
Dude, to be fair,
one pillow.
Get out of bed.
I have one pillow. That's it.
I've got
one pillow.
2. I've got one that I sleep with, and then I've got that rectangular, nice, like, fancy pillow that makes the bed look nice. Because Gabby insists that...
I've actually got fucking 10. But they're all under my bed. They're all under my bed until Mum has people coming over and wants to make up my bed.
And your room has to look nice in case someone walks in.
Why does your room need to look nice?
In case someone walks in, man.
Look at my house.
I think it's also because like my room is next to the living area, so if the door's open, people are probably going to see it. Like, I understand that aspect, but don't give me 10 pillows it's gonna take up half the space in my room when I'm not sleeping.
Your partner comes in, has just brought 2 full shopping bags of pillows in.
Yeah, I'm kicking them out. I'm kicking the pillows, then the partner
Jess
out.
does that with couches. Like, the couch has about 7-8 pillows.
No, look,
on
okay.
It could do with 2. 2's good,
No.
but it's got about 7 or 8.
Okay, I understand having pillows on the couch because the way, like, if you're laying down on the couch, man, you need to like have that slow incline so your head's on like the side of the couch.
Yeah.
It's got to be nice and like, dude. just
like
having
one
more
pillow.
pillows on the couch, like I get that, but not on
And
the
sometimes,
bed, dude.
and when you're sitting at a couch, sometimes depending on how deep the couch is, you might need two behind your back.
Yeah.
So
I've
like,
never put two pillows behind my back on it.
to me, it depends on the couch.
Yeah, definitely.
That
No, if the
couch is
couch,
quality,
if the
don't worry.
couch is like a little bit of a steep armrest, you need like the right amount of pillows to like
Yeah,
taper up
because
to that.
You need a steady incline. You can't have this sharp shit because
Yeah,
your
man,
neck's
'cause
gonna.
Dude, just sit there.
Just
watching
buy
TV
a better
like this.
couch.
Yeah.
Just buy a couch where you don't need 85 pillows.
I don't think there's such thing.
Well, don't come around with simple ideas.
Hey, stop using all your brain. You're not
Yeah.
allowed to do that.
Yeah. No, just buy 75 pillows to cater for the couch you don't like.
Yeah,
I'm
dude,
not
you can
terrible.
tell. Honestly, I think like when you walk into someone's house, if they are like show you their bedroom, they're like, "Oh, this is the bedroom," and you see like 70 pillows. You need to ask them, "Oh, how do you sleep? On your back, side, stomach? Why do you need these many pillows?" Start investigating. You're a psychopath.
And babe, the couch
or
looks
investing in a pillow company.
Yeah, man, dude, maybe
good.
we
So
should.
there's a market for it. Look at Pillow Talk. Oh,
Pillow talk. Yeah, buy.
Why do you
Oh,
think they're
Pillow
still
Talk
around?
chairs.
Sheridan, my God, going on.
They're probably the ones that came up with the idea
Bed Bath and
Yeah.
Beyond.
to have this bed etiquette.
Your bed looks bare without these
Yeah.
pillows.
No, you know what? You know the one thing.
You want to look real? It's like
Yeah.
Versace in their marketing
You
policy.
don't need these pillows, but have them anyway.
Because it is
People
all,
think you're cool.
It is always like not the higher class, but the people that take more pride in themselves and their possessions
No.
that have the bedspreads that are extravagant.
No, maybe that's not correct.
Cost-wise,
Maybe back in the
but
day,
looks.
maybe back in the day, the guy who was first making like wooden pillows, because that's how it all started.
Wooden pillows?
wooden and stone
Wow.
pillows. Maybe he couldn't sell them because people were sleeping on the ground. They're like, "Why the fuck do I need this extra thing here?" So he started doing buy one get one free, buy two get one free. He just started handing out pillows, and now we're just stuck with
Just
this
to get 'em
fucking
through the door.
15
Yeah.
pillow etiquette.
That could have been it. Yeah, we've got a lot to talk about today because I've come up with a couple of options for us to like. It's almost like a personality, not a personality check, but in a way it is. It's just like a decisive factor. But I was driving around the other day and I noticed that, and I was telling you
It's
because
the most Luke thing ever, but go on.
I can't fill up my petrol tank until it's empty.
Dude, that's
Until I've
so
done like
bad.
one or two trips on it being empty, and
That's what's astounding. 1 or 2 trips on empty. Soon as I see empty, I'm like, I immediately
It's-
can't believe I waited this long.
it's two things. I can't allocate the time to it if it's not desperately required. But it's also
You're not that busy,
But it's
man.
also no, I'm not. But it's also a game. Like how far can I get
Dude, you're
while
fucked.
it's low? It's
You're-
living on the edge.
Bro, you're cooked in the
and maybe
head.
my life's that boring, but I don't think
You
it
need to
is.
start going
but
bungee
but that's
jumping.
the two reasons.
You need to start getting rid of your pent up adrenaline and testosterone. You need to go
Yeah,
skydiving.
but you're looking for thrill
bungee
in your
jump, dude.
petrol tank.
You need to like fight Eddie Hall. Like you need to go do.
I
Some
need to come up with
ridiculous
something.
shit.
But how do you go about filling up your petrol tank? Because I just don't see the point if it's not desperate,
No.
even though it's the best thing for your car's health.
If you've got a
apparently.
third of a tank left, fill up.
I'll routinely day. I'll fill it up on like every.
You're right.
Yeah, I got this splinter in my finger, I think. But anyway.
Yeah. I mean, I'll go like on a day. Like every Monday, I'll fill up.
Yeah.
And if I need to before, I won't let it go below like a quarter of a tank. I don't like it to
No.
be even close to being
Do you know
empty.
why?
It's not good
It's
for your
just-
engine either, is it?
It's not good for
That's
your
I was
engine,
told
it's bad
that,
for your
actually
fuel
not.
tank.
but it's also
I think
bad
it's
for
bad.
your bank account and your budgeting. Dude, how are you supposed to budget if you're just like randomly fucking filling up your tank?
That's why I started regimenting it every
dude,
Monday doing
Yeah,
it.
one day it's like, $80, the next it's 30, the next it's 42. Like, how are you supposed to work that out? I mean,
You can get like a $15 gap depending on what
Yeah.
the price is. Like you can
Yeah.
get a rough idea within maybe like $20.
yeah, but if you're Luke and you're filling up like once every 14 years,
Well, he
'cause you
knows
wanna
what it is.
risk it, like,
It's always got to be the full 50-liter tank.
55. Yeah.
55
It was
at-
$101, yeah. But,
You went when it was high too. Fucking hell.
well, I tried, yeah. Anyway.
That was
but-
part of it.
but
You tried to wait till it got cheaper and just did it.
Sort of. I actually thought I had it locked in on the 7-Eleven app at a good price, but I didn't actually lock it in. So
no.
so I
Do you
didn't
wanna
have
hear
that
about
either.
cheap? So Venezuela's obviously their government and their economy's gone down the shitter. They're basically at like the bartering stage of social life. I'll trade you a cigarette if you give me a cookie type deal. Anyway, they're just in such dire straits. The government has started just giving out the gasoline and like the fuel at petrol stations for free because people just like can't or won't pay for it. And so if you drive your car up, you could technically walk in, put gasoline in the tank, and walk out for free And now people are just like out of pity are just like handing
Sounds
over
like it's time for a road trip.
yeah.
I
Bro,
still think Luke would wait till his car's on
Bro,
full
he-
empty before he filled up, even if it was free. I don't think
He's
that.
like, I don't have time for this shit.
Yeah, Ooh, it'll be free in a week. Yeah.
But what people have done is because it's free, they've just gone and taken big drums, stocked up, and
Well, there you
hidden
go.
the gasoline, like the diesel and all that, and they're just like
Makes
hoarding
sense.
it. And now there's none. Like, dude, if you live out in the countryside, there's farmers who can't run any of their equipment. They don't have any fuel. People in the cities can't go anywhere. There's no fuel. They're like vacating cities to go to places where there's fuel because life's just grinding to a halt. And they've switched to like literal bartering system. You can go to the shops. I was watching this little Vice doco a few weeks ago, but you can like go to the shops and say, hey man, I'll trade you this little porcelain cactus if you give me, like 3 apples because that's what I think's worth it. Like, what do you think? And you'll be like, nah man, 2.
I reckon that'd be a thing. I reckon,
You're
at least in
bartering.
Venezuela, where it is so fucked up on inflation,
Yeah.
and the prices are literally out of control. I think, wouldn't that be the only thing, that or like a potential cryptocurrency move? But what
It
else?
would be bartering. I would
But
think.
people have lost, like, you reckon bartering?
Yeah,
I think
bartering.
I don't know enough about.
I think-
Bartering
but-
seems basic.
But
It seems like
cryptocurrency
instinct.
seems too complex. It's,
Yeah.
That's like well ahead
Dude,
of the
if you
game.
can't-
We're not there yet.
Yeah, if they
Anyway, to
can't
corporate.
work off their local currency and they can't work off the US dollar, then there's no way in hell they'll work off crypto. And to be fair with you, we've been bartering since the dawn of time.
Yeah.
We're probably like, it's probably inbuilt into our brain now. Like, that's what a dollar is, really.
Yeah.
Like, I'm changing you $1 for this pen.
If you help me out, will I help?
Yeah,
can
you
help
do,
me
you
out?
do your mates all the time. Can you help
Yeah.
me move house? And I'll next time.
Oh,
Yeah, it's like an
I'll do
IOU.
this. Yeah.
Or it's like, hey man, I'm buying a carton. If you help me get the fridge up the stairs and the couch up the stairs, there's a 6-pack for you.
Yeah.
Like, we've been doing that forever. So I think that's like the natural fallback. Like when everything shits itself, everything's apocalyptic, the fact
Yeah.
that you're giving away fuel for free as the government.
It's an instinct.
yeah.
It's just the simplest form
The
of.
scavenger sort of
Yeah.
lifestyle. Like, I'll trade you for this and that.
I got a couple of questions. Oceans or mountains?
Mountains.
Ocean.
Yeah, I'm
Don't
oceans.
think.
What? How come you're
I
mountains?
hate the
What's-
beach though. That doesn't make any sense.
What? Yeah, he
Mountains.
doesn't like the sand.
Mountains.
No,
Give me
but why? No,
Wait, why?
no.
How-
You said
I,
oceans
I like the
originally.
look. I like looking at an ocean at night time, like looking into.
Is
the
that why you
vast
said it
abyss.
originally?
That's why I said oceans. That's why I would.
Then
take
stick
it.
with it. Don't change your answer because you don't like the
No,
fucking
I'm
beach.
indecisive.
No,
Yeah,
he's
that's why you-
indecisive as fuck. That's why he can't stick to one thing.
Yeah, so it's oceans.
It's oceans
need it- this
for
is-
now.
How-
But
what-
looking at it from a mountain.
What's the
Boom.
mountain? What's the allure?
For me, it represents like all those really interesting like personal aspects of myself. Like, it's very rugged. It's very hard stuck. Like, I'm a very stubborn dude, and it's also quite simple yet. Like, it's simple in its original appearance. It's just a fucking massive rock that goes up in the sky, and you climb it or you look at it, either one. But
Oh, fuck.
it's very complex. Dude, if you got to climb it, you got to think of all the different weather changes, the different, like, altitude, the equipment you need. Like, that's what I like about it.
All right, what color describes you?
Blue.
Pink.
Interesting. I'm red.
Like blue's like usually I'm sad, I'm blue. But blue is just the colour.
Blue's also the fucking New South Wales rugby team.
Up the blues. Couldn't
Filthy.
care less about the same
No,
origin.
not
Fuck
by the
you.
way.
Fuck you. Fuck
Oi,
you.
fuck you. Oi.
Hey.
You cockroach. Oh wait, that's me. Damn it.
Yeah, I'm a red. I don't know why. I've always liked the color red.
Blood.
Goes fast. Luke goes
Bloods.
fast. Luke doesn't think, he just does.
Yeah.
That's
That's
nailed it.
fucking
You nailed
sums
it.
it up right there.
Wait,
You
what's
nailed it.
Well, the color red is associated with like fast. Like fast cars, all fast cars when they've
Ferrari.
been developed have been red. Like you had British racing red, British racing green. Like you had Ferraris in red. You've like everything that has been associated red rockets. Laser
Fast.
beams are red.
A guy from work said in Spain, so I don't know if this is actually true, but he was trying to tell us that in Spain you can't have red cars because they're associated with fast, or the insurance is too high. They
Oh,
put
yeah,
the
that's right,
insurance
yeah.
prices up
Yeah.
on red cars because people drive faster in red cars.
Yes, it's
Such a funny idea. Like,
well, people here in Oz,
why?
your insurance is a bit cheaper if you have a yellow car.
Why didn't you tell me that before I got a car? Which I would have.
You
You
really
can
get a
paint it.
yellow-
You can paint it.
I might paint it yellow just for cheaper insurance.
Jesus
It
fuck.
works.
What's the logic?
The logic behind it? Well, you
Yeah.
can see a yellow car more than you'd see a black and white car. There's so many there's so many white
You know
cars.
what? I'll buy it. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm dead serious. Gabby's brother, his insurance for his car is cheaper as a younger male adult
Because it's yellow.
because it's yellow.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's something to consider.
Awesome. All right, well, thanks for tuning in to today's show. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification. Thanks, guys.
Cheers.
See ya.